Welcome everybody to Hanging with the Z-Man. I believe we're on about episode number 11 is what it's going to work out to be. We're in picturesque Fountain City, Wisconsin, way down in the southwestern corner. We're across the road and a railroad track and a railroad track and a river from Minnesota. So
beautiful country up here.
Beautiful. There is even some large rocks in the background. Anyway, well, Wednesday night, we were in
Cedar Lake.
Went from 17th to 13th.
Right.
So we can pretty much skip over that, the details there. Anything you want to say about that?
Not really. Just, they put new dirt on the track. It was a little tough to get a hold of. Track position was pretty key. And our track position record is not the greatest. So
it's really not.
We've struggled in that draw department this year for whatever reason. So, I don't know. Yeah, we can move on.
Last
get much better.
Last night, we might want to come back to Wednesday after we talk about Thursday. Okay. Thursday night, Rice Lake. A, there's no rice over there. B, I'm not sure if there's a lake. C, the track was
it was fast, crummy, not real wide. It's hard to race there too.
What exactly do you mean by crummy? For those that don't know exactly, we're not just saying a bad track.
Yeah,
like that kind of crummy.
Right. I mean, it's like the dirt is very loose,
fine.
You get that when you get up in this neck of the woods. There's a lot of sand up here, so you don't see a whole lot of clay-based racetracks. It's kind of, there's maybe some clay mixed in, but mostly sand, little black dirt, and it just doesn't stay together, and it makes it tough to hook up to. So,
bottom line, had to start last in the heat. That didn't work out. Had to basically start
feature heat.
Yeah, that was rough. B main, had to start towards the tail of that. That was a challenge.
Right.
Ended up having to use a provisional, unfortunately, and not a lot of people went a lot of places in the main, and we got tangled up a little bit. So today, we've been fixing that whole situation, but
yeah.
Good news is the car not so bad.
Right, just cosmetic. Just door panel, rub rail. So the only caution of the night I happen to be in. It happens.
It does. It really does. To you.
So all in all, I don't think that the car itself was terrible last night. It was just skewed because the kind of racetrack we had. It was, unless your car is just about perfect, it's hard to move forward on the racetracks like it was last night and the night before. Very few guys went anywhere. So
that's true.
We'll try to look past the bad draw and hopefully we'll get a good draw tonight. And I think that what we think may be a bad car, I don't think really is. So we'll see.
Tonight, Mississippi Thunder Speedway, Fountain City. Tomorrow, Ogilvie, and Sunday, Sauk Rapids. So come along. get up on the high side and make something happen, and there's nothing up there. Started on the high side, got a position or two, but here we go again to the B main, so making some changes to the car. Got to work with what we have here at the track, but pretty challenging conditions here getting the main, and about it. So see you after the B main. We're gonna roll off third in the first B. Doing a little work to the car. New rear tires, gonna get those kind of cleaned up, ground down a little bit, freshened up, and took off the rear wheels. Zack had just replaced before that heat race the rear brake pads, and kind of odd, they glazed over, which means they kind of hardened up, and they didn't have any grip on the rotor themselves. So brand new brake pads, one set in, one heat race, one set out. So kind of an odd thing, but got another new set of brake pads in there. See how these work, and hopefully get a hold of the track and transfer into the 8 tonight. See what happens. Well guys, here's the situation. B main, okay, car a little tight, so what we're gonna do to help alleviate that problem is we're gonna stiffen up the right front spring. We're gonna freshen up the lift arm a little bit, bushing in there, and then we're going to add a little, or we're gonna adjust the stagger. We're gonna take a little stagger out of the rear tires.
What are you making for supper?
What am I making for supper?
Yeah.
Leftovers. Leftovers are what we're having for supper.
What about the tacos?
Those are tomorrow. I would have had to been cooking those this whole time.
That's what I told him.
Yeah.
I was like, you want to keep eating vegetables?
Did you see any taco meat cooking in there?
He told me to walk up in front of camera and ask you what you're making for supper.
So
I did.
it isn't enough to make a fool of myself like this. They have to make it worse off camera, halfway on camera. So anyway, make fun of me all you want. We'll see what happens at the end of the race in the A-main and where the old Z-man ends up. So when he gets in a good enough mood to do an interview, we might do one. Catch you later, everybody. So last night got a little crazy, and I'm a person that believes in visualization and motivation, and it's part of what I do on the team is get everybody, keep everybody in good spirits, have fun, and get everybody motivated. And I started thinking that if we're gonna win a championship, we gotta start driving like a championship team. And I think last night at Ogilvy, we learned what kind of driving it takes to be a championship contender. So to kind of get everybody fired up on the team and keep that in mind, bought a special shirt. I'm gonna wear it tonight. I'm gonna wear it for the rest of the races I go to until the hunt is over, just to remind the 33Z and everybody else that sometimes you just gotta run like a championship contender runs to win a championship. I think that's what we're gonna do. So if you wonder why you might see me in the same shirt over and over again, here's your answer, straightforward and upfront. Later we'll interview Zack and we'll talk about the night at Ogilvy, and then we'll talk a little bit about our night at Granite City Speedway. Hope to come home with another good finish. See you soon. Well everybody, it's just about feature time. Zach's gonna roll off 15. There's a lot of stuff. We made a bunch of changes to the car before the B, a bunch of changes after the B. The car's close. I think we got it closer.
I think so. I think we'll be all right. 40 lap race. I think we set up to be better in the end than most. So hopefully we can make some moves late in the race. And still, I think we'll be all right early in the race too, at least to maintain or maybe pick some off here and there. So that's what we're hoping for.
Cool. Well, work on the car, work on dinner. Time to get down on some tacos, and in a few minutes we'll be out for the feature and check back in with you after we're done. Hopefully everything's all good and everybody smiles around here. If it goes like last night for 39 laps, everybody be pretty happy.
Yeah, and the tacos are great. Yeah.
Well guys, we're getting ready to put the car in the trailer. The feature's over, and you know, from my standpoint as a fan, once Zach's out there for the feature, we're just all spectators, the rest of us. And tonight was just one of those nights where we're dealt, there's no other way to say it, just a horrible track. And we knew that going in. The track was already looking like it was basically locked down before the start of the feature for these guys. And I just feel horrible for all the fans that pay good money to come watch a race, and they get to watch 40 laps of single file racing. It's just horrible. It's bad for these guys. It's just bad for everybody. So everybody at Granite City, these guys, the drivers, they don't feel good about it. They know you don't feel good about it. I hate it. I hate it to see that happen. But can you say anything about the car tonight?
Well, I mean, it was pretty good. Our tire lasted. We could have ran a lot more laps. The guy running second tonight lost the right rear, so who knows how many more. We're about ready to go, but it's really hard to tell. You got all the traction in the world when you got rubber on rubber. You could just gas up and the car sticks. It's hard to really tell how good you really would have been otherwise. So, and you know, I'm sure the people here at the Speedway learned maybe something tonight. Either run less classes or run us first, or work the track. It's early still, you know, so it would sure make for a better show for the fans, and be a lot more fun for us drivers. Nice
Facility. I mean, they've got great grandstands. I mean, a lot of nice things about this track. But yeah, like Zach says, hopefully they learned something to give you an idea of how single file it was. I think the hard charger tonight moved up 4 positions. That's the hard charger, so that's rough. I touched on it earlier. Zach, do you want to say anything about your performance last night in the feature, which was a whale of a race?
Yeah, we started 17. The car was really good, right around the bottom. Picked up a lot of good cars. Had a late restart, passing I think 5th, and got kind of pushed down into the tires, not once but twice, out of a driver that I used to respect. So he knows who he is. But you know, we'll keep that one in the bank for you know, later in the season maybe.
That's right. Well, thanks so much for hanging with us. Thanks for sharing our videos on Facebook. That means everything to us. That gets it out. I can't explain how much more views we get, or how much more exposure we get to our sport and our team when you guys click share on those videos and tell your friends, hey, look at what these guys are doing. We really appreciate it, and hope to see a bunch of you at the tracks here for the rest of the season. Where are you going next weekend?
Headed south, going around Kansas City, Valley Speedway, Lakeside, and then sneak down into Oklahoma on the weekend for one night. So see what happens.
Got a lot of positive things, I think, from this car the last couple nights, and hopefully we can turn it into something here soon. Last night was exciting. We'll feast on last night and move forward, I think.
Yeah, I think if we can get that track position in A main and have a car like we did last night, I think we could win one of these things. I hope. It sure be nice.
That would be nice. That would be nice. I think it'd be a popular win.
Right.
All right, guys. Well, that does it for this episode. We'll see you soon. Again, anytime you've got a question, drop it on the Facebook page. Drop Zach a tweet. Drop me a tweet. Whatever you got to do, we'll try to answer it here. Until then, see you next time.